Thermal is the new normal. Despite its expense, they're proving very, very popular, either as a spotting tool or now as a scope. There is even talk that thermal is replacing high-end optics on top of the rifle. But how would you even know with the very scope-looking Thermion XP50?
No, that actually looks just like a scope, doesn't it?
It does. It looks very much like a scope. It's a 30mm tube. I used 56mm mounts on this, so you can see I've just got the clearance over the rear sight. And it doesn't look bulky, it doesn't look intrusive, it doesn't look too heavy, it feels just like a normal scope. So we're going to put it through its paces now. We're going to kind of get a target down there. Now the zero is very clever in this. It's got a one-shot zero option. So basically, the way it works is when you shoot at your target, put the crosshairs in the middle, you take your shot, wherever that shot's gone, you can go back, you can freeze a picture through the scope, and then you can dial in your crosshairs to where that shot has gone.
We go into this process in more detail with Cai on our Field Tester YouTube channel, but needless to say, there are some creative ways of getting your scope bang on. Some say a folded piece of aluminium foil, others a hand warmer.
The other options I was told about was a hot potato. So Thomas Jack said a hot potato. So I was expecting food tonight.
I think I've forgotten the potato, David.
Anyway, Cai has come up with something of his own.
It's like a robot head, really, isn't it?
Obviously, this is pre-production. After what is a straightforward affair, the Thermion is on the money, and we leave Tim's Field Tester range and head to the paddock.
Yeah, so this is like a small paddock, about 20 to 30 acres or so. Jeff, the landowner, he's had some problems with foxes and rabbits over the years that I've been sorting out for him, and I thought it'd be quite nice to pop over here and see if we could take some rabbits ready for the freezers. I'm running low, and obviously check out the thermal at the same time. The numbers have gone up recently quite a bit of rabbits, we know that, and I spoke to him the other day. So while I've got a bit of free time in the calendar, it's nice to actually get out, especially in an evening like this, because it's absolutely still as anything. Probably not the best condition in terms of light, because the moon is pretty bright. But we are pretty covered here because we're literally surrounded by forest. The vegetation may be a little bit high, but hopefully the thermal can cut through some of that, and we'll produce us some goods.
Cai had assumed the grass had been cut, but it's a foot tall and the rabbits are going to be tough to spot.
I've got a Pulsar Thermion here that I've had for quite a while. Normally I would shoot with a thermal, then a night vision. So to have a thermal and a thermal is a bit of a privilege this evening, so it's quite nice. Just having a quick scan now. But yeah, the idea that you can just quickly swap from this to the rifle straight away, and if there is something in the vegetation, and the main thing is that you can 100% identify what it is. So say we can see a rabbit in there, and then you'll cut through some of that, and then we can take a shot if it's safe to do so. There's one right on the right. There's one rabbit. Nice size. You can see here how hidden it is in the grass, really. You know, it's quite easy to miss that, but with a thermal, I had a little glimpse of it from about 30, 40 yards away. Lovely.
Happy?
Yeah, so far so good. It does take a little bit getting used to, obviously. From shooting with the night vision to kind of shooting with the thermal, because you're shooting at a heat source rather than like sometimes a perfect image. So you need to know exactly, what your quarry looks like. So practice does make perfect. It is worth going out with it quite a lot just to identify. It's the same with, it helps with these because I've got a good eye for it now. Different animal got different shapes, and when you're using night vision, you can pretty much see the animal in black and white, where this is just kind of a light source. And if you kind of zoom in, that can get pixelated, a little bit blurry on all thermal, that we buy. So just kind of identifying that and knowing what you're shooting at. But I couldn't use night vision here because I just wouldn't see them at all. Like, it just wouldn't work.
The next field has been grazed and the rabbit problem is suddenly clear.
One right, left is dead blue.
Cai grabs another couple.
Lovely job, look at that. Not a bad haul there. Pretty easy job with that Thermion, really.
It's nice to see some rabbits about, actually.
Yeah, like I said, I've noticed the numbers have really kind of accelerated over the last year, and also not many people have been out shooting in the beginning part of the year due to the virus, and now things are kind of laxing up a bit. They've had a bit of a respite, and I think the weather and everything, it just seems to be bouncing back now. Brilliant.
This has been Pest Control Light. Cai had to show willing, but he's had a chance to see the potential of what Thermion can do.
Really good. I'd like to try and next put it on a 243 or the 3006 and then put it through its paces in that way. But no, so far so good, and looking forward to using it again. A little while, and you'll ping up with a menu.
For more information about the Pulsar range, go to thomasjacks.co.uk.